Hey guys, this is Latifa here to give some advice about going from relaxed to natural. Basically, I did my big chop in November of 2010. So this month we actually make my third year of being natural. Now, when you first decide to be natural, you want to decide if you want to go ahead and just cut off all of your hair all at once, which is the big chop, or if you want to transition and just slowly let your new growth come in while you leave your perm ends where they are. Okay, once you've decided this, next thing you want to do is make sure you start taking care of your new growth by keeping your hair moisturized. Okay, water is the best moisturizer you can possibly use. Now, whereas when you have relaxed hair, you try to avoid as much water as possible. Well, with natural hair, you want the water to hydrate, to replenish just all the moisture into your hair. Okay, along with using the water, you want to use like a a cream or moisturizing cream. Shea butter is very common. Okay, so you want to definitely keep the new growth, the hair at the bottom. If you're transitioning, you want to keep it moisturized. And one advice that I don't really see a lot of people mentioning this is that try not to comb your hair dry while you're transitioning. Don't comb the bottom of your hair dry because you're breaking the hair strand as you're doing that. So only comb the hair when you have conditioner in, when you're washing your hair, maybe during your weekly wash. So during the week, try to avoid the comb as much as possible to keep the length that you're getting, or the new, so you can keep that hair nice and healthy. That's that. Next thing you want to keep in mind is that what works for one person's hair might not work for your hair. Okay, a lot of people want to go out and be a product junkie and try everything in the world. Once you find something that works for you, stick with it. For starters, I would say shea butter is the best. And I'm not, a lot of people will agree with this. Shea butter is 100% shea butter. That is the best thing that you can use as a moisturizer. Now, they have all these different things that have shea butter in it. They're good, but if you are in doubt, just stick with the shea butter and use water for your moisturizing, and just use some kind of oil that you like, essential oil that you like, to seal in your moisture. Okay, so there are three things you have to keep in mind to keep your hair nice and moisturized. Okay, water is your best friend. Okay, the more water that gets to your new growth, the better. Okay, secondly, you want to use a moisturizing cream or lotion, whichever one you like. The cream is more thicker, so for people with like type 4 hair, you probably will be using the cream. Now, I use the Shea Moisture line. They have this curl enhancing smoothie cream that I normally use, but for the winter month I will be using just shea butter, 100% shea butter, only because coconut oil makes my hair harder when I go outside, so I don't like that. So I'm avoiding that because the Shea Moisture line that I use has coconut oil in it as one of the ingredients. So that's number two. Water, number one, moisturizing cream or lotion, and oil for sealing. Okay, now that's the order that I use it. You will find different people use it in different order, whatever works for you. Remember, this is about you getting to know your hair, nurturing your hair, giving it what it needs to grow. Okay, keep in mind that just because you go out and buy the most expensive product does not mean that your hair will be better than the next person, or vice versa. Okay, the price of the product, in my opinion, does not make any difference. I have never been a product junkie. I've used the cheap and basic stuff, and I've had good result, if I must say so. So don't let anybody tell you, oh, go buy this one, go buy that one, go buy that one. Really take the time to learn about your hair, to understand what's going on with your hair. And you have to remember, you can't be in a rush with it. Okay, don't be so quick to wanting to see, oh, how much my hair grow, and going ahead and flat ironing and blow drying constantly, like weekly or bi-weekly. Try to stay away from the heat can damage your hair and prevent the hair from growing more than as much as it could have. Okay, I've seen a lot of people after just about a month of being natural, they start to go and flat iron their hair and blow dry their hair. You don't want to do that. Heat will damage your hair. Okay, just be patient, give it time. Wait till your 1 year mark or 2 year mark before you do that. Okay, now let's see what else. So you want to stay away from a lot of heat. You want to keep your hair hydrated, moisturized, okay, and still wet, still that with the oil. You want to not think that just because somebody's hair is acting a certain way means your hair should be acting that way too. There are different kind of hair types, okay? Learn about that. Find out what kind of hair types you have before you start seeing, okay, this is what this person used. When in doubt, you can always use the shea butter, 100% African shea butter. That's really good for moisturizing, and it keeps the moisture into your hair. And olive oil is also very common in the natural hair community, so keep that in mind. I hope I've answered the questions about the basics. If you guys have any questions, or if there's anything about going from relaxed to natural that you would like to know about that I did not touch about, please do not hesitate to leave the questions below, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Have a great day. Bye.